everybody.
Howdy, everybody.
How is everyone tonight? Happy Thursday. Happy almost Halloween. Oh, no. Okay. Just zoomed in and out like real bad.
No.
Let's see who's here. Hello, Maria W. Addie, Patricia with a C, Chaos, J Freak, Mel B, Sheila, Jewel, Gone Girl, Perfectly Imperfect, Ruth Ann, Ellie. That's a nice roll I had there. That was like pretty slick. Donnell, Barbie. Ashley Nicole. Cindy, it's just you. That was it. So tonight, we're going to be talking about Beverly Hills.
Yeah, we are.
We kind of didn't cover the first two parts of the reunion because they were kind of
Little womp womp.
We were all kind of waiting for Kathy to get on board. So here we are. It was last night's episode. So now we have something to say. So wait, hold on. Got that. There we go. We're going to be talking about winners and losers. And so without further ado.
That one on.
No, he is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside scoop.
Pull that one on.
And he's on the inside scoop.
Okay, hey Crystal 54. Yes, now we're in character. So here, hello. Hi everybody.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Hello people in the chat. Thank you for
Kiwasabi.
Thank you for coming to
My Kiwan salad.
quinoa salad today.
Hi, Crystal.
Happy to have you here in the chat. And let's get on with it, okay? I didn't wear my airplane slippers for nothing. Okay, if you're picking up what I'm putting
they're
down.
in my purse.
Okay. This was my authentic hat that I've gotten from Clam Chowder Sabi in Aspen. But we'll get to that in 1 second. So, Beverly Hills Part 3. Obviously, like Garcelle in the first two parts was getting the raw end of the stick.
Of course.
Of course. Andy was letting just them trample on her, and you see Garcelle crying a million times, and they're like, "Oh, look, she's crying, ha ha."
She held her ground now.
She did.
She held her ground.
Hey Seraphim.
She sure did.
Garcelle, the MVP of this reunion and this season. Garcelle,
yes. Yeah.
It would not have been nearly as much fun without Garcelle this season.
Garcelle stood up to everybody. She was not taking no BS.
I had to give it to Garcelle. Garcelle's the winner. I would have, and her delivery.
Give her 2 claps and a yank.
I give Garcelle 2 honks, a ding, and a how you doing? For Garcelle's triumphant season 3 or her third season on the show. So moving on, I just had this right. Listen. The lady got this for me, in case you're wondering. All right.
I don't know where it came from, but just call the lady.
So the part 3 starts out. We find out that Erica's a bigger whore than we gave her credit for.
She has a team.
She has a roster.
Yes, she does. Well, like she said, some can play.
She has a designated hitter list.
You have to, you have to keep trading them.
Some people are on the hurt list. You got people who are designated hitters. You have people who are on the bench.
Yeah.
You have people that you just traded off and are getting traded in right now. It's hard being Erica.
Some that have to be home with their children and their wife.
Of course.
I mean,
Erica has to juggle all of this. I don't know what to say, guys. Hold on.
And
I
with
have a
all of
lot going on.
and especially with all of her legal stuff. Oh, she's a
I
very,
keep a roster.
very
What?
woman.
So what? So
Very
what?
busy woman.
What are you gonna do that I keep a roster? Listen, I need to know when a dick's coming at me at all
And
points
it's
in the
gonna
day.
stay hard, and it stays hard.
And thank
all
God
the
for me.
time.
Thank God, like my hard earrings, like my $1.3 million earrings. Now that they're so hard, I found a man that can say harder, like Tom Girardi.
Ew.
That man who was stuck on the switchback,
Ugh.
who was dangling from a tree with a broken toe
With the handbag there.
and a concussion. That same Tom Girardi who had a burglar come to the house. And he had to fight the burglar with his horrible vision, his glaucoma, and him and the glaucoma burglar had glaucoma surgery together. And then same Tom Girardi, who's Erica's son, one of LA's finest, had to trample his car 6 times over and over and over again. This freak blizzard in Pasadena.
Had to get his chicken nugget.
So how dare you say I don't need a roster? I have to know when I'm being penetrated because I'm getting dicks thrown at me at all times if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Oh. Dick, 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 dick.
And we also learned from Erica in the first 2 parts of the reunion was that, listen, the C word ain't the worst word you could call somebody. It's being called evil. So, Cody, you're evil.
Been called that also. Doesn't really matter to me.
So, going back to the reunion, and then they show, Sutton's, little cute kitten costume.
I thought it was cute. It wasn't a costume. It was a furry sweater.
So, so would I wear, the kitten sweater, on a first date? No. That sweater screams, I've never felt the touch of a man before. So
I agree.
I'm with Kyle on that one. That's not that looks like something like Beverly Goldberg crocheted.
I think it's I think it's a really
would I
and cool
and with all Sutton's money, I get you don't want to show off the crown jewels on the first date, but I kind of have to side with Kyle. The Beverly Goldberg inspired hang in there kitten sweater that Sutton wore.
The hang in there poster.
Hang in there, that
I really like
that Sutton wore.
You're right about
on that first date.
wearing it out, yeah.
Probably not the best. But listen, Sanjeet and her are still friends and there's still no penetration. So obviously, everything's great. Hey Julie. Hey Ruth Ann. I don't know if she has a cat, but I think if
she's just putting it in your face, letting you know.
I think if you wore a sweater like that on the first date, that's listen, hey, I have a cat, and hey Johnny Mac. Johnny Mac, I didn't know the Housewives of Beverly Hills was your cup of tea, but I'm liking you in here. That's great. I love it. See, everybody has a range of tastes.
Well, you got to keep your
right.
All options
listen,
open,
sometimes I want a Big Mac, and sometimes I want
just a regular hamburger.
Just a regular hamburger from McDonald's.
That's true.
That's true. As long as it's from McDonald's, it's fine. I'll go to Burger King once in a while if I'm feeling squirrely. I'm not gonna lie. So where were we?
Wendy's is so much better.
Wendy's is good, but I have to go. Listen, better. I got my Happy Meal toys here.
So much better.
I got my McWitch, and I got the McPumpkin next to me. I'm happy. It's good. It's a good night.
You got Boo above you.
And we tried finding Boo today. Couldn't find him. He's nowhere to be found.
Who's that Boo-hoo?
It's like when Monopoly has when McDonald's has Monopoly and everyone gets Park Place where you're waiting for Boardwalk. I have Park Place, just waiting for Boardwalk to
Everyone is.
And then some Country Bumpkin and Asshole Bend, Arkansas has the Boardwalk and our Boardwalk winner is Lorraine Dusant from Asshole Bend, Arkansas. It's whatever. Fuck you, Lorraine.
Free Big Macs for a year.
And like nobody ever sees like the winner. Also, just saying. Like, don't make me get
That's true.
invested in.
It's not like
You
they're
know,
on
I
the
love
news and
Monopoly.
stuff,
I love
are they?
McDonald's. Like, you know, you're shoving it down my throat now. Like, you're really like using me. And like, you know, you always
You
like
never
2
see
out
them
of 3.
on
You
there.
get 3 railroads, not the 4th. You
Yeah.
get electric
always get
company, not
duplicate
waterworks.
search
You get
replicates
Park
every
Place, not
everything.
Boardwalk. It's like you get the 2 greens, not the
Quadruples
3rd.
of this and
You know,
this
come
and
on.
that. It's like, oh, come
And then,
on.
like, if you're lucky, you'll get like the one that says like, you know, free small drink with next
Yep,
purchase.
or a small fry.
I'm like, oh my god, I won!
A
With your
small fry I
bullshit.
used to get all the time. I'm like, really? I don't even like the fries.
With your bullshit McDonald's, and like everyone's like, oh my god, I want a small drink.
Woohoo!
I mean, it's not boardwalk, but it's something. And like they give you like the little play board, like you put your sickies to, and it doesn't fucking matter. You have like 35 North Carolina fucking avenues, and like it doesn't fucking matter.
Like that.
Like the shit's like just like dangling off your playboard like ivy, just dangling to the floor. How many North Carolina, how many Kentucky avenues you have, and it's never good enough. But listen, when you get that small drink, that's a fucking prize.
Yep.
So you should
You
walk
take
away
it
a
with-
winner.
You take it with pride.
How do we even
And
get
I
here?
also
I don't even
What do
fucking
you say
know.
to the lady at the window? I also have this also for a small free Coke.
And then you're embarrassed. You're like, hi. Like then you like walk up to the counter. You're like, you're like, hi. Here's my coupon for a free small fry. And then they give you that look like,
They're like, really?
and you're like, please don't judge me. This is all I have right now.
Still waiting for Boardwalk.
You know, I paid off a McDonald's person once because we went, because then you want to go to like the McDonald's like in weird places. Like you'll drive like 6 hours away to like, some place like nobody ever goes to because like you think Boardwalk's there.
See, I never got into the Monopoly thing.
So we went to like some weird place, like I don't know where it was. Like it was like Alabama, or it was like like Stonewall Jackson, Alabama. And it, we went to a McDonald's. I'm like, listen, I'll give you like $50. And this is like back in like 1999. And like she gave me like, and she's like, I got you, boo. She gave me like 50 like McDonald's like empty fry cartons and like 50 empty, just
so
for the
they're already
stickers.
on there?
Yeah. Because they put them
I
on the
thought
fry
they put
cartons
them on
and the
there.
Big Mac, like the Big Mac boxes and stuff like that.
I
And
thought
she
they
just
put
gave
them
me
on
like
themselves.
all of them. And you know
Lord.
what I got?
A free
A free small fry and a free small drink. And I'm like, and that was me after like trying to bribe a McDonald's person for $50, trying to like, get my.
So you paid $50 for a regular little tiny
Sure did.
hamburger and a small fry.
Sure did. And that was like,
Wow.
God, I was like 19 back then.
Not even a drink. I mean, not even a hamburger.
I wanted to win. But, didn't take. So. And that should show you guys, lesson learned, cheating
Never wins.
never wins. Most times.
Just hang in there.
Or keep cheating, and then it might work. I don't know. Anywho, back to the show. All right. So, then they talk about Erica's drunkenness.
Yes.
I'm lit.
Girl, I was a drunk. I was blacked out. Like, okay.
Erica's on the boat. Like,
Way to go.
let's get some fucking French toast.
They're like, go talk to her. I ain't going to talk to her. You go talk to her.
But Erica was not. She was numbing her pain.
She was.
Lots of numbing.
Well, she said that she was getting her
Hey, Jenny.
medication
Hey,
and her
Tina.
drinking like all mixed up. So
She was
That's
numbing
true.
it,
Who
guys.
who knows?
And listen, like we haven't numb stuff in the past. So I've never used alcohol as a crutch ever. And I really, but in how I would see it, like that makes sense kind of, because I've certainly have never over medicated with alcohol, not once ever. So like I really can't be in the same boat that Erica Girardi would be in, but like I can kind of understand it if you're picking up and putting down. So there you go. Right, Cody? Certainly you've never been to a point where you drank too much.
No.
Right?
No.
Yes.
Listen, I've been
Of course. You know, and we have sympathy for those who just don't know how to handle their alcohol. We do.
They should take classes.
They really should, and we're teaching them. Actually,
we're teaching them. I took a leave of absence. So long, John.
It's our new wellness program. I didn't want to announce it yet, but it's the John and Cody like alcohol awareness.
Drop it with John and Cody.
Yes, drop that drink with John and Cody. Drop that fifth drink with John and Cody. You know, it's in marketing right now. We're working on it. I didn't want to speak on it too much, but
no, well, we can't ruin everything.
You know, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of being. I don't want to say it's a cult.
No, yeah,
it's like cult adjacent. You know, there's like a watchtower. You know,
a lot of protection.
Certain
just good things.
Certain levels you have to pass and books
Just
you
good
have to
things.
read. But you know, it's really gonna be like very like Dianetically, but like for like the 2020s, like not the 1980s Dianetics that you're used to. Like we're like, you know, going it like just going the other way, full speed. And it's gonna be a book tour. You'll just see it. But you know, we really can't talk about it yet. So
wow. Okay.
Well, you know.
All right.
Always leaving wanting more is what I say. So so then, you know, I'm still on the first page. This is how far I've gotten into this live. We're 17 minutes in. Okay. So Garcelle says to Erica, you know, about Jax and like her like cursing her out, and you know, Erica's like, you know, it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't meant to be at Jax. I was just being drunk. Like I didn't know what I was doing, but I did. I wasn't being hateful. I was being irresponsible.
Well, I didn't like, if I remember correctly, I don't really remember too many people in the room when Erica and everybody was kind of in the room. I remember Jax coming in.
And Erica's like, get the fuck out.
There. Yeah, but everybody else in there was like, I thought was a housewife. So maybe I was wrong, but I don't know. I think she just wanted to be mean.
And then like Andy's like, well, Kyle and Dorit, he's like, you know, you guys were like laughing at that, and that left people on edge. And then they show like Dorit, Kyle was like,
he's like,
Kyle was like, hey Dorit, did you hear how Erica told Garcelle something to go fuck off? And they were all laughing.
Not even just the girls. Also, he threw Mo under the bus and also PK. He's like, you and also Mo and PK, y'all were all laughing.
It was all on the table tonight.
All of it.
Or last night, rather.
Kyle almost swallowed her earring.
Kyle was like, Williams.
She's like,
Kyle was like, Williams. He was hacked. That's what Kyle was saying was Williams. So I was waiting for Kyle to be like, oh, heebity beebity Andy. Like, this is my new accent now.
She would have disappeared. Boop.
So where are we now? All right. So then, you know, Dorit was like, Garcelle, like I felt like I was stabbed in the stomach when I watched the footage of you know, us making fun of you. And Garcelle's like, girl, did you have like an out of body experience? Like,
goes, do tell.
She's like, Garcelle has been so great.
Tell me.
Garcelle, like, you know, this season, Garcelle's been calling him out in person. Like last season, Garcelle called him out in the confessionals.
Yeah.
But not so much in person. And
Garcelle. This year, she's got her beach house going.
I want to be friends with Garcelle so bad. She just tells it like it is.
I could do this all by myself.
And I know a few people like that. So I just like it. I love her so much. So where are you next? What does this word say? I got that. Oh, so then they're back to like Erica and like, with the orphans and widows and that stuff like that. And
And then, is that when she had to pull out her phone and was like, "Oh, I'll read my notes to you."
so Erica won one battle of many.
Of many.
One legal matter of 100. So good for you, Erica. And then there were a bunch of like cases that were like dropped because they had to refile them in different states. I don't know if that was like one of the Chicago ones or whatever, but what they were talking about. But like they had to like drop certain lawsuits in different states for jurisdiction. So like Erica ain't out the woods yet. And Erica, there's still no victims. I still have no empathy.
She said, "They're not my victims.
I eat tuna tartare.
They're not my victims."
I've lost my house. I've lost my jewelry. I lost my earring. I lost it all.
I'm getting my earrings back.
And Dorit was like, "But Erica, it's the delivery. Like we all can't be friends for you here." But and then you go on and say that, and then Erica's like, "Let me tell you something. So when the plane's going down, right, and the oxygen masks go down, and you have to
put it on yourself.
You have to say yourself first before you put it on your children. That's me. I'm Erica Jane. Erica Girardi.
I have to save myself.
I'm taking an airplane mask. I'm saying fuck the stewards, fuck the children, fuck the victims, fuck the orphans, fuck them all. I'm saving myself now that I can go down on that plane and be saved, and then I can save others later." Oh, did you want me to say with a blonde wig?
No. I don't. I think you should leave that alone.
Okay. Was that too much, Ray?
Whoa.
And then Dorit's like, "Well, you know what, Erica? You just saying that is way better than anything you said this season."
She keeps saying, "I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to." Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And then there's Erica. "Listen, I've been disappointed with my behavior this whole season." And he's like, whoa, you have?
I've been wrong.
Of course I have. I've been disappointed this whole season with my behavior. But you don't know you know what it's like. It's been 2 years now. Like, I just can't take it anymore. I'm always being
execution.
Shit on. Because I can't think of the right word right now. For the sake of this recap. And good for her. Honestly. Listen.
You went from here to say.
Well, like I was in character, and now I'm back. Hi, it's Sean. It's me again. Your favorite or most hated blogger. Look, I get what it's like to behave poorly, and when your back's to the wall and you have a ton of people shitting down your throat, you don't always act the best. I mean, like, certainly that's never been my position ever, because I've always acted with the charm and grace of Grace Kelly. I'm just saying, there are certain people that when they are backed into a corner, they just snap back and they give it to you at 10 times the speed of what they're getting. And again, not me. I'm not speaking from personal experience or anything like that.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm a saint, but I could, I'm also an empath, and I can understand why, certain people could not be happy with their behavior, and I could understand Erica by her not behaving badly because she was getting attacked and she was just chopping back. Again, I'm not speaking from like personal experience at all.
Just things that you
just as a human being and a life form on this planet. So and Erica is also in I'm great. Thank you, Tsunami. No, my hair is a mess because I didn't do it because I have to be in character in a minute. And like I don't have like the budget that Halloween Ends does.
Sorry.
Actually, I think we do. Because it was so
Actually, you know what? We might.
we might have like the low budget of La Brea and Hollywood Ends here at Shea Yates. I don't know.
We have to watch that on Halloween, obviously.
So, moving on. Erica was like, Kyle, I needed to be more neutral. Like, how much more neutral can Kyle be at this point? Like,
she's already given, like, she's fighting with her sister. She's fighting with her other sister. Now she's fighting with Rinna, which was her friend. And now she's fighting with Erica, which is her friend. So that's, like, all over this stupid, like, thing that should just be kind of between the sisters, which everybody pretty much agreed upon. So it's like, I see where Kyle's coming from. Like,
okay, I'm kind of wishing I had done my hair now because
put on your head.
I didn't realize how much talking would happen between now and Kathy's part when she comes in. I'm like, I'm not going to do my hair because I'm growing it out. So there we are. Kyle's like, I take a lot of, you know what, Erica? I take a lot of heat for defending you.
Well, she said we all take a lot of heat.
And Erica's like, don't get me started.
She said you don't want to go there. Well, no, because I do believe that they do get a lot of heat for being Erica's friend. I just don't think it's like they're getting harassed daily. I could be wrong, but I don't see that taking place. That's for sure.
And then we have the earrings come back up again for like the millionth time. And Andy's
which
like,
she's fighting for now.
Like, well, you gave them the earrings, and Erica's like, yes, I did. But Andy's like, but you're appealing for them back. Like Erica's like, that's a legal matter. What did she say? That's on appeal.
Yes.
It's on appeal. It's a legal matter. So Andy's like, so are you not trying to get the earrings back that you gave up? And it's on appeal. It's on a legal matter. So Andy's like, so pretty much we're saying the same thing. And Erica's like, no.
But yeah, we are.
But yes, it's on appeal. It's a legal matter. And then he asks all the housewives, like, who would have kept the earrings, and not one person raises their hand.
Not
and
one.
Erica's eyes were like, oh, fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
She didn't say it out loud. I was paraphrasing Erica's thoughts in her head.
Of course.
Yeah, not one of them. And Andy's like, then Andy pinpoints Dorit, look at deer in headlights, and he's like, even you, Dorit?
Even after like Diana even gave like the money and stuff like that, like just to slap it, I don't know, in the face.
And Dorit's like, and Dorit with the quick, safe answer, she was like, I wouldn't want to be reminded of them. Like, that was like a very good like pageant question. Like, what's your perfect date, Cody? Yeah. What is your perfect date, Cody?
Oh, just long walks on the beach.
What date would it be?
It would be 1904.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so moving on.
The cars are beautiful back then, and the people were so much
I
nicer.
tried to pass the torch him on that joke, and he just stumbled. That relay race just fumbled. I gave you like the 13th. Baton.
It's not too cold, and it's not too.
It's windy. Not too cold in August 13th.
On August 13th, it's not.
It's on April 25th.
It could be April too. All A's are nice. It's fall. It's nice. It's not too cold. It's not too high.
So then Andy's like, hey, Erica, because he wasn't done. He's like, you know who you remind me of? Ruth Madoff. I was like, whoa. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to think myself as Ruth Madoff. I don't.
She goes, no. And we're like, okay.
I mean, like, Bernie Madoff so bad. Like, I don't know who's worse. I think Bernie Madoff is worse than, like, Tom Girardi. Because, yeah, I would have to
Yeah.
say that Bernie Madoff is a lot worse. I don't know. I mean, they're both bad people.
It
Like,
might be
I guess
a
because I'm a
half
New
a
Yorker and, like, you know, the whole Bernie Madoff, it happened, like, right here in our backyard. Like, maybe, like,
point. It's
but,
like a half a point, like, worse.
you know, Tom Girardi did do good, like, with, like, you know, like, the PG&E stuff, like, you know, the Aaron Brockovich stuff, like, you know, and then at one point, I mean, he did do good, you know, but Bernie Madoff, like, and Andy's like, you know, do you consider yourself like, you know, good old Ruth? I was like, whoa, Andy.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I had to give it to Bernie. Like, you know, he hung himself in jail. Well, but just saying, you know, that's, you know, that's like, who was the one in the Philippines with the shoes? Imelda Marcos. Like, I wouldn't want to be compared to her either. But I don't know. Erica was just like, oh, okay. Uh, oh, someone's here. Hold on, give us 1 second. Cody just said like I'd make like a really ugly girl, and my feelings are hurt a little bit.
Sorry, bro.
Just a little bit.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be blonde. Exactly.
Yes, you would. You'd be blonde with curly hair so you could do an up to do.
Hello, everyone. I'm here. I've arrived. Thank God for the lady. She brought me here.
You didn't put your Harry Winstons in?
And oh, hold on.
Where's your Harry Winstons? Can you see it?
Oh, my hat's all fallen. My Harry Winston wreath. Now we're all set.
Good old Harry.
So here I am.
Got a
I'm
good old
here.
head on his
Part
shoulders.
3 of the reunion. It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
Welcome, Kathy.
Yes. I have my slippers on, and I don't give a fuck because I'm Kathy fucking Hilton. Okay. So you know,
Well, that look when Kathy came out, Rinna's face, and when Kathy sat down, she just stared at Rinna and like, ooh, you knew Kathy was ready to jump off.
oh, Rinna didn't know whether to should go blind when Kathy walked out.
Rinna just looked at her, and I was waiting. I was waiting for like, what did you call it, John?
I was hoping that Rinna had some of her adult diapers on
John,
that she made that she made 7 figures
What
for
is-
because I
what
think
is
she,
the-
I think
the
she
lip
I
licker?
think she needed it. What?
I was waiting for that lip licker to like. John goes, "Oh my God, she licks those lips." I'm like, "Oh, she's a lip and licker."
Oh, don't fuck
Not
with
like
don't
no,
fuck
no,
with me,
no.
Lisa Rinna. I've got your number across the board.
Oh, she was
Me
about
and the
to
lady,
tear.
me and the lady got
She
you.
was waiting to tear her up.
And look at you, Kyle, for dressing in your
In my konnichiwa.
and in your quinoa salad hat that you got from Aspen. It's very beautiful. You're so nice, Kyle. I really
And that's
appreciate.
my fault too.
I really appreciate you
That's
being
my
a
fault,
sister.
too.
Yes. Oh, for sure, Kyle.
It's always my
You know
fault.
what? Kyle.
It's always my fault.
Kyle. Kyle.
Your hair's coming up. I always try to help you.
Let's
it's my fault.
Kyle. Let's dial it back. Kyle. Okay. So Kathy comes out swinging. And
she don't care about nobody else there. She just wants to get after Rinna.
you know, guys, let me explain to you why I was so upset at Kangaroo Hat Place over there in Alameda. Okay,
At quinoa, Kachala.
a quinoa. The toothless and homeless kids were running the show. If that gives you an idea of like what was happening there. Here I was there in
Pasta no sauce.
in Macaroni Grill, and I saw that Kyle had my tequilas out on the bar there, and I thought that that Kyle was doing something sweet for me because she knew I kept getting cock blocked
That's
as
right. It was
as
so
the kids
chic.
call it, or turkey blocked. I don't know, whatever. Speaking of turkey, can you get me some chicken salad, babe? Anywho,
15-pound.
and I
chicken
thought my
salad.
sister Kyle was doing something nice for me, and then it comes to find out, like,
Where's your TV tray?
it's just me with quail eggs on my face,
With only 4 bottles of tequila.
and then I have
So you were telling me that she was expecting that party was going to be for her and her tequila.
okay. So this is John, right? Nope. Okay,
Because
my
I
Harry
didn't see
my
it that
Harry
way.
Winston
Careful. I don't
my
wanna
wreath.
do
Don't fuck up my Harry Winston wreath, honey. Okay. Oof. Send that back to
Dry
to Kim
cleaning.
Z. Let her know that wig and her house are both in foreclosure. I'm sorry. What were you saying? No. Like, I get Kathy and like why she was upset there at Kimosabi. I didn't understand it until just now, but like she actually thought that like Kyle was gonna do like a cute little like show for her and her tequila. And then when that didn't, not only when that didn't happen, but when like Rinna was up there asking for Kylie's, like, you know, it was like a double slap in the face to Kathy. So I completely understand why Kathy was pissed off at Kyle. And then, you know, again, but it was Kathy's fault, which she said, which she took ownership for because she assumed that Kyle was doing it. Like Kathy got mad at an event that she kind of assumed was going to happen. So she had no right to be mad at Kyle, which she owned. She's like, listen, I'm more embarrassed at myself for thinking that you were going to do that, but it's still kind of like, you know, kind of secretly shady to Kyle because, like, you know, why didn't Kyle do that on the other side of the dime? Like, why didn't Kyle? She had that moment at Kimosabi, like they were burning their hats and getting this and getting that and the other done. Like, why couldn't they had the bar there? Why couldn't Kyle just say, "Hey guys, let's give my sister 15 minutes for this, please?" And
No, that's true.
you know, so
Well,
I
especially
completely
when
understand
you
why
know
Kathy
your
got mad at
sister
that. Is my
is
point.
A real B when she's mad. She even said once Kathy gets angry and like pissed off, it's hard to flip her back around. So you already know how your sister is, clearly. So why not just give it a shout out? Like, you know, like she's already getting agitated and like whatever. Just be like, hey, everybody, listen up. My sister has her tequila over here. Please, you know, everybody get some of the tequila. Get your hats. We're gonna have a great time.
And Kathy already
like, you know what
thought
I mean?
it was a
Boom.
surprise. So like Kathy's like waiting for like the unveiling that's never gonna fucking come from Kyle.
Yeah.
You know, and then she sees Lisa.
Kathy's like, I don't want to come here for my hat.
You know, getting Kylie Jenner's.
Party.
So yeah, that would set me off too, even though it's Kathy's fault because she put the thought in her head. Is Kathy so bad to think that her sister might went out of her went out of her way a little bit just to make her sister happy? And like Kathy knows that Kyle's favorite place is Kimosabi, so you know, it's like when somebody thinks they're gonna get engaged to, right? Like, you know, and the guy or the girl, they pick out the dinner and like, you know, they bring you there and like tonight's the night. And then they're like, "Oh my God, you know, do you want to move in with me?" It's not the or I got a promotion. Like, you know, it's not the proposal you want, and you're like, ugh, and like, you know, it's your fault for hyping it up in your head so much, but at the same time, there is like a little truth to it, right? Like, I feel like I'm being very like deep right now.
I mean, I agree with you like 50-50. I mean,
Well, you know what, John Yates? I agree with you, and the lady does too. So that's all that matters here. Hello.
It's scary.
Because you know what? You know what, Greg Yates? I'm more credible than you are.
It's an antique. That came from Betsy Johnson.
This is also an antique.
You are.
My good friend Barbara Streisand shit this out of my toilet bowl one night, and I was like, "Oh, this is a collector's edition."
Oh,
so
I love it. It's so chic. So chic.
But it's true. You know, like this weight is very hard to balance.
It's heavy too. It's like what?
It's
like pearl.
This is like 20 pounds first off, and it's like I'm like balancing it on my. You know, because I did go to finishing school, so I can. So Ruth Madoff went there. Okay, flip the book around.
Why'd you write upside down? Like,
I don't know.
Huh. What?
I'm running out of pages. Wait, I keep going back to like 90 day. Okay, wait.
That was the start of it.
Okay. Okay, we're here.
I like the tequila part.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you know, then like all the lies, you know, what Lisa said Kathy allegedly said that like, Crystal and Sutton are like what, like losers,
yeah, idiots and like useless and need to be fired off the show. And
that she's gonna take Kyle down, and
her
Evolution,
family,
which is a
bring
production
it down,
company, and
bring it down
NBC
all,
and
like, all
Bravo
of it,
and all
yeah.
that drama, and Dorit's stupid, and just like a bunch of stuff that like Rinna said.
But-
Listen. Do I think that Kathy may have said some of the things?
Yes.
Yeah. But do I think Kathy may have said like a couple of like maybe like mildly colorful things and Rinna heard it and ran with it?
Yes.
Way more.
Yeah, I don't see Kathy saying like really that bad of stuff. I think she was angry and she was pissed and she was drunk off her own tequila a little bit. And she was ranting and raving.
No,
but
okay,
I
but
don't
let me.
think she
Okay,
was...
so Andy asked about the scene at the Caribou Club, so let me reenact this for you guys. So here I am. Okay, so everything went down at the Caribou Club. Oh my god. Okay, so before we go into the scene, we looked up like the Caribou Club last night. Hey, Seraphim. It's like a place like we know that we'll never get into.
No, it's like very exclusive.
Like you need to have like, I don't know.
There's like certain rules like you have to follow.
Like you have to like have
like,
teeth. Like crazy rules like that. Like, you have to like have a gardener.
That was close. That was close, John.
So, but I looked at their menu. I'm like, oh my god, this place just like one time. I'm like, I will never see like the inside of this place. But like, oh my god, imagine like what it's like inside. Like they kicked Kris Jenner out because she wore a jacket as an outfit, and like they have rules.
Yeah.
Like we got rules here, Mr.
They
Rules.
kicked her out.
And like you
They
cannot wear a
wouldn't let her in.
jacket. And like I was on their like site last night. I'm like, this place is like very exclusive. It's very chic, as Dorit would say, like the wind chimes that Jamie Lee Curtis gave her. So going back to that. So okay, so here we are again. Hold on. She does. We should start something for her, Perfectly Imperfect, about the PTSD that she has for it. So, here's Kathy. Ready? Kathy's like, hey, can we hear like Billie Jean's "Not My Lover" one more time? Because she likes the Michael Jackson, and she's like, do, like over to the DJ booth, and Kathy's like, listen, I went over to the DJ and I tried to give him some cash, and I was like, hey, can you play these songs for me and my girlfriends? And the DJ looked at, the DJ was like,
No, the DJ didn't see her. So
DJ was like,
so she went to the manager.
who the fuck you, bitch?
So she went to the manager guy that was
No,
in
not
their
yet.
room.
Oh yeah. And then she's like, listen, I'm not a member here, which is something you never want to say at a
I'm
club.
just covered.
I'm not a member, but I've been coming. I've been a guest for 30 years now, and back in the days when I wanted to hear a Michael Jackson song,
requests.
they'd fucking play it. And like the guy's like,
where are you from?
Where you from? And she's like, LA. And he's like, maybe you should go back there. And like that guy like totally dissed Kathy Hilton. So I get like Kathy, like now Kathy's like mad, like mad, like more mad than when like Lisa Rinna ordered like the 808 tequila. She is like fuming, and she's like, Kyle,
we need to leave now.
We have to leave fucking now. And like Kathy was kind of like making it seem like and then there's Kyle like. Oh my god, guys! Like, she making it seem like it was my fault. Like, I didn't know. Like, and it was just too much. And
it's my fault always. Again,
it's always my fucking fault. Like, and like everyone's like looking at me like it was
I didn't
like, my
hear
fault.
anything.
And, like, and I was gonna leave. Like, I was having a good time.
I was getting my hat burned.
Like we just came from Wasabi, and Kathy's like, listen, bitch. Like, I just went to Quinoa Falls with you and got this, and you fucked me over with your fake tequila. And now I hear at the Caribou Club, and they won't play my fucking Michael Jackson, and you're spitting that's twice you spit in my face. And Kyle's
You
like,
bitch.
listen, I'm filming with Jamie Lee. I got my bangs. I don't got time for you right now. It's always my fault. Like Kim, like our mom, like failed shows, blah blah blah. Kyle,
Never proud. Blah blah blah.
That's what went down at the Caribou Club. Like, there was no talk of the conga line that went south. First we heard Kathy blew up.
I thought it was because nobody.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't
Wasn't the news that Kathy blew up because nobody wanted to get in line behind her conga line, and that's what made her like.
But now it's because
they made Halloween costumes
DJ
for
or
it.
the manager.
Now it's
to
because
go back to LA.
Now it's because the DJ was like, "Listen, bitch, this is not 13 going on 30. I'm not playing Thriller for like the 14th time in a row." And Kathy's like, oh no, I listen, I've had that little fellow over my house. He's a great little boy.
Would you say no to George Washington?
How about some paper stock and General Electric? How about that?
How about Teddy Roosevelt?
I can get your face chipped on Mount Rushmore. Do we have a deal here? How about a little Thriller? The lady's here. She really wants to hear the Thriller. But it is what it is. So hey Kyle, where did you get that hat? Was that out of
Kiwasabi?
Oh yes. Kangaroo Jacks. Is that an Aspen?
It's quinoa and wasabi.
Okay, all right.
Quinoa and wasabi.
So
delightful. They serve you a salad in your hat.
They talk about the Caribou Club, which, listen, I really want to go. Just saying. And then and then Andy's like, well, what happened? And Erica's like, well, I didn't want to say anything, but here I am. So all of us, nobody said anything about Kathy. Not one person but Erica. Erica was the only one on team fucking Rinna's side right there. Not even Dorit said anything.
She had to be because
and we already learned that Erica and Rinna were in cahoots about Garcelle's book being in the garbage because Rinna took credit for it and said it was me who did it, and Erica got the hate for it. Erica.
Let's not forget the look that Erica gave Rinna when Kathy said, "Oh, that's right. You're preaching to the choir, blah 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 blah." And she goes, "Did you or did you not say that?" And she looked right at Rinna, and everyone was like,
and Rinna's like, I don't recall.
No, I don't recall that. You said that, Rinna. You did.
Where were we?
What? Talking about Kathy?
I know it was my last train of thought.
Hilton.
I'm aware.
No, I just wanted to clear that out.
I know
want
it's
to leave
Beverly
it hanging
Hills.
like that.
Guys, where was me?
Where was me?
I don't know. I had a point. I was going with it. Say.
Wait, Kyle, what?
Oh, I hate when this happens. Well, you know what? Let me take this point to bring up Suzanne's comment. They're both horrible, but Madoff only ripped off rich people. Tom's already ripped off poor people, disabled people, grieving people. All right, I'll give you that.
I don't know.
I mean, they're both bad.
I mean, she got mad because we thought it was the conga line, but it wasn't. It turned out to be the DJ. So then they got.
Oh, Erica, got it. So Erica's like, well, Kathy, I saw you.
She stormed off the dance floor.
Traipse across the dance floor, and you said
and she was hot.
No, don't say anything. Hold on, please. Don't get my channel. That old effing FAG won't play my music, and everyone's eyes were like, Kyle's like, and Kathy was like, this bitch, and. There was a whole investigation about it. We learned, and it was Kathy's word against Erica's.
Yeah, I mean, even Garcelle was like, "Wait, what? An investigation?" She was like, yeah. And she's like, wait, what? Who did?
I honestly, like, I've been thinking about this for a bit, and I love Kathy. You know, and it's, especially like on what a delicate subject this is. I can't see Kathy like walking across the dance floor of like this packed Caribou club with, you know, over 200 people in it, very
Yeah.
exclusive, like the most richest of richest people are there.
People obviously know her, and
You
she
know,
goes
and
there
like
30
Rena
times.
said, like, you know, TMZ knew what happened like an hour after.
Yeah.
I can't see Kathy saying something like even like remotely like out loud like that. Just
No.
you know,
Well,
Erica
would have heard it.
She's coming across as if I hear her say this, like, you know,
People would have heard it.
and could have Kathy have said that? Absolutely. But I think that if she did say that, it would probably be like, you know, like in their room later on,
Yeah.
or maybe like in
I don't
the
think she would have
elevator.
said anything.
I don't know. I don't think she would have said that like where like that could have been picked up, because she does have a sterling reputation.
She does.
Like she has, and you wouldn't, you know, Kathy's been around for a long time and been in game for a while, you know, and like now all of a sudden, like, you know, it's gonna come out that she's not the woman that she is. And listen, maybe Kathy's hit it well all these years, but you know, I just can't see that. And I really felt like Rena and Erica were like clinging at that point, because like, you know, now we have PK and Dorit attacking. Well, PK just attacked Erica on IG. So it looks like there's like,
wait, really? PK attacked Eric? Oh god.
About, you know, her being wrong about Tom and what Tom did and this, that, and the other. So I don't know. I just think there's like about that. That's my thought.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how that one plays out.
You know, and then Kathy's like, you know, Rena take a lie detector test. Like, I would love to have Maury get involved.
She kept saying, she's like, you're a liar, you're a liar. I did not say all of that. I did not say all that. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Kathy Hilton is to the point to where I would be so scared to where I would lock myself in my bedroom.
Well, you know, then Kathy was like, you know, don't.
I mean,
you know, she's like, listen, she's like, hey guys, hello, right? Hello, I'm Kathy fucking Hilton right here. Don't paint me out to be a monster, okay?
I just don't see her being a monster. Like, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know her, but I just don't.
And then Erica came for Kathy, and Kathy is like, listen, bitch, like, I'm Kathy Hilton. I have like a lot more credibility than you do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that
like,
was
not right now. You don't. She goes, it don't matter.
That was as ballsy as Rena saying that. You know, Kyle was the more successful sister than Kathy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and let's not forget season 1, like the whole premise, this show, like Kyle was introduced as the aunt of Paris Hilton. It wasn't like Kyle, it wasn't, oh my God, Kyle Richards from the first Halloween movie and like 3 episodes of Little House on the Prairie and like a Golden Grams commercial in 1987. Like, oh my God, that Kyle Richards? No, she was the aunt of Paris Hilton. Not like, you know, the little girl in Halloween. Not some little girl from a commercial ad. Not from Golden Grams.
Aunt Kyle, can you take a picture of me in Paris, please? Thanks.
You know, she was introduced, and like even on The Simple Life, they had Kyle back on when on the show. You know, so that's when we have, you know, we love The Simple Life, so we watch them here and there when we're bored. And like one of the seasons, you'll see Kyle on there, like, you know, Aunt Kyle, but that's it.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy.
That is true.
Oh my God, the Kyle Richards,
the one that keeps falling and breaking her nose and getting nose jobs. That
my God, the Kyle Richards, like got like 10 seconds of screen time in like the last Halloween
She's
movie.
not in the hospital with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wow, like we should all be so lucky.
Hopefully, it really is. Halloween ends.
You know, I'm just looking at my notes, still looking. You know, and then Kathy tells Rena when they're going back and forth, like, you know, Kathy's like, she's like, hey Rena, do you remember when you said like, get it, girl? You're preaching to the choir. Do you remember that? Do you?
That's when everybody looks at her.
Rena, do you remember that? Rena, huh? The best part.
No, I don't.
The best part was Kathy's fail when she's like, and you know what, Andy? She's like, you know what, Andy? I have my cell phone right here.
Yeah, poor
And-
Kathy.
And I'm looking at it.
And I don't see those
no-
texts.
And she's like, you know, and I don't see these texts that Rinna put up. Huh? Tell me about that one. The only time Kathy fucked up hard on that one.
And he's like, well, I'm looking at him
and-
right here.
And like, I'm like, oh, Kathy, why did you open that door? She's like, listen, Andy, I have my cell phone right here. I just got it from Motorola. It honks. And it's you know, it makes nice noises. So I, you know, when it honks, I know I have my phone call coming through it. Like, and I'm like, you know, hello, this is Kathy Hilton.
Oh,
You
hi,
know,
hello.
right here. Here's my voice. So I know this is my cell phone. And I don't. Where do you see a text message from Lisa Rinna on here anywhere? I can't even send. It's just a horn phone, really. You know.
Her phone.
So how am I gonna put? How am I gonna put a? This can't text.
Who's got a donkey?
Who's on first base?
Who's on first base?
Oh, Kathy, you dropped the ball on that one.
Kathy.
And even Andy was like,
He's like, oh, let's just skip over.
kind of
this.
right here. So what Kathy probably didn't realize that she deleted the message, or like her assistant did or whatever, and it was gone. And she's like, what, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't even think Kathy realized she was lying when she said that. Like, I think it was just like, you know, because it's such like an easy, it's like a bull-faced lie. Like I just,
she goes, you could have deleted them.
it's just so easy to prove. So I really think that Kathy either like deleted it, accidentally deleted it, and forgot that she deleted it or whatever. Because I don't think she would have said that on the reunion to like try to put Rinna in her place, and then like it just like
Backfires.
real bad like that. Listen, this is the iHorn 15. It's got double horn pixelation, and as you can see, I there's no Lisa Rinna text here anywhere.
None.
So, you know. So what else? What do we got? What do we got left? And then Kathy's like, listen, Rinna, you know, because, well, hold on. Hold on.
I'm sorry,
I can't. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Ready? I forgot what I was gonna say.
You were talking about about the fight that they had about how.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay, here I am. So then, like, you know, Kathy is like, listen, Lisa Rinna, like, I know all about your sordid history on this show. Okay, and I know it. Kyle knows it. The lady knows it. And let's talk about it. You know, you've gotten everyone off this show from Lisa Vanderhoosen to you know, Camille, and also my sister Kim Basinger. Okay, like, listen, you are the biggest bully in Hollywood, and everyone knows it. I just loved how like they just let Kathy talk and nobody jumped in.
Well, John, just
nobody.
That's just like when she turned everything around and said, how come we're not talking about Erica and how she sports a 250,000?
Oh yeah, I got the news on you, sister. Like your Gucci bag, that your $250,000 coat, your scarf that you just wore. How about all that, sister?
And she turned it right
Huh?
around and put it on them.
I mean, Kathy did come out swinging. She came out swinging hard. Like she took a big strikeout with like the phone with Rinna's text. Like, you know, you that was your biggest failure on that one. But everything else, Kathy came out good on, I think. Like there was that one big blinding fail. I'm like, listen, girl, we've all been there. There, not everything always lands, but I have to say, as a whole, I thought Kathy delivered, and I was like upset because, like, we only got Kathy for like 20 minutes of this 3-part reunion.
Why wouldn't they just let her stay on? Was it because she upset Kyle so much?
This whole like reunion like kind of sucked. Like, it was such an amazing season, and every episode was better than the next, even like better than last season, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like this reunion like blew chunks. It really did.
I wasn't thrilled.
I thought it was going to be like the best reunion of all time. And like honestly, like Kathy's 20 minutes was like the best part because like, we did recaps of my hair. Oh my God. We did recaps on this show.
Do you want the hat back?
Give me my hat or like a scarf or like a bag, like just to put over my head. A cat, like I don't care. A lampshade, whatever. Help a brother out. Okay. But like, Kathy like was the only part that delivered. Like that's why we didn't do like the recaps for the first 2 parts. It was just like, like the episodes were way better. And like usually like the reunions like are dynamite. And this one, it fell it fell really flat.
Down.
We were all waiting for like Kathy to face off against Rinna, and and
they should have had her on halfway through.
So what happens at the end?
And
so
then kept her on.
Kathy leaves. She's pissed off at Kyle, and we know that Kathy can hold a grudge. Listen, sister, I didn't talk to you for 10 years after Mauricio pulled that stuff with Rick.
Go ahead and add another 10 to that.
So yeah, okay, so we know Kathy can hold a grudge, and there's nothing wrong with a good grudge holder. Listen, I hold grudges myself. But
well, when you're taking income and stuff like that from my family, I'd be pretty damn pissed too.
Kyle at the end, like with the crying, and like that's the title of my video. Like, I don't want to sit here and toast these girls. Well, Kyle, you should have said that like while they were kind of like all on your sister. Exactly. And I kind of, and I get Kyle saying like, everything that happens falls on me, and it does, but also you're there. Like, you're in that situation. If you would have stopped Rinna, weeks ago with the whole Kathy shit, it would not have gone on the way it did. But you let Rinna drag it out. You should have said to Rinna 4 months ago, well, whenever they were filming, like, listen, me and my sister will work this out. Step the fuck off, like she did tonight with Rinna and Dorit.
No, you're absolutely.
Oh, look, Kyle finally found her voice. She told Dorit to shut the fuck up.
She did. She stood up.
She told Rinna to shut up. Just between me and my sister. Well, you should have said that, Kyle, months ago. And
she shouldn't have waited until just now to say it. She should have said something.
And Kathy's biggest complaint, this will be my closing remark. Kathy's biggest complaint was that, even when she walked off on this reunion, was that like you said nothing. You said 2 words.
She goes, you didn't say 2
and let me tell you something. When you have people that you really care for and that you love, and they don't say anything, or they say 2 words, or just the bare minimum, it hurts.
It does hurt. You feel like
it hurts bad. Like, because you feel like that person who's not speaking, is complacent with whatever is being said in the community at large. And that's an awful way to feel. And then, like Kyle, who wants to say, I didn't say anything, but you not saying anything is not just as bad, but worse. So I can understand Kathy, feeling the way she did against Kyle. And I can understand Kyle wanting to feel the way she felt against Kathy. But, Kyle should know how Kathy is at this point. Like, listen, they
That's what I was saying
didn't speak for
earlier.
10 years after,
Yeah.
Mauricio and Rick and the agency and all that stuff. Like, and they already have like, very
Issues.
deep issues, and Kathy does not want her stuff out there in the public. She's still old fashioned, and thank God for her. There's still people who are like, listen, let's keep this in the family, and whatever.
Well,
But-
we barely ever heard anything about Kathy Hilton in the news ever. Like, so she's always been kind of a private type of person, and like, you know what I mean? She's not putting her stuff out there like Paris Hilton and Nikki, and like, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So she don't want her business put out there on the streets like these girls do.
But I don't know. I thought for a season, like obviously this season Beverly Hills was the best show on TV, and I've said that a million times, and I stand by it. The reunion, I think, fell flat for me. If I'm being honest, like this part 3 was good because Kathy was there, But again, like Kathy wasn't even like there like the whole hour. It was like a quick 15-minute segment. Kathy should have been on the chair for at least
Kathy
one
was
whole
even-
episode.
She was even surprised that she was leaving so early because when Indy said, "Okay, we'd like to thank Kathy," Kathy just grabbed her water bottle and was about to open it, so she set it down by her feet. Like, I think she thought.
I'm
she was
sad
gonna
to
be
see
there
it
for an hour.
end, and I'll be looking. I can't wait for it to start again. And I think Orange County. I'm not gonna watch Salt Lake City because I just don't care. It's not gonna happen. I talked to Cody about it. I'm like, are we gonna do Salt Lake City? And we decided no. We're just gonna wait for Orange County or Jersey to start, whichever one comes first,
Yeah,
and then
but
we'll
we also
we'll start
have-
on that.
We also have the.
And then we're gonna start doing the Surreal Life, of which will kind of take the place of this recap. So
It'll be fun.
I think. Do you want to do an after show?
It's up to you. I'm probably gonna. I mean, I'll stay here and talk and like whatever, but I'm gonna start making the green beans and potatoes.
We haven't done an after show in a hot minute, so
If you want to go on, I'll be back.
Cody's
with
like
more
cooking. So let's do an after show. I haven't done one in a bit, so
talk.
let's
like
do
I said, I'm
one.
gonna start
Give me
cooking.
like what time is it? What time is it?
It is 10:14.
Okay, so like 10:45, a half hour. So I will see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a blast covering Beverly Hills with you guys this season.
It
And
has been fun. It was fun.
I want to thank everybody who's been up with me for Beverly Hills.
Oh, you are so
Addie,
welcome.
Sweets, Cody.
You're welcome.
And
Anything from my boo.
it's been a fun season, and I can't wait to see what next season brings. And
Oh, you know that we're definitely gonna be watching.
tomorrow night should be the block party. So after show, half hour. It's the middle tier and higher. Good night, guys.